Okay, so I know my house is kind of messy right now, but you just have to bear with me and just deal with it because I'm actually in the middle of making my husband's Father's Day dinner, and his favorite thing that I make is actually homemade pizza. I've actually already done the dough. The pizza crust is actually very easy to make. Let me read it off to you. It's a package of active dry yeast. It's 1 teaspoon white sugar. It's 1 cup warm water. It's 2.5 cups of flour. It says to use bread flour. I don't like using bread flour. It's just a personal preference. So I use all-purpose flour for it. 2 tablespoons of olive oil and then a tablespoon of salt. I've already got the dough going. Right now I'm just kind of kneading it. And the key is here. The key is to this is you have to beat it like it owes you money if you want it to work the way it needs to work, okay? I'm talking about like hardcore beating it and kneading it. And you got to get in there really good and get it, you know, make it stretchable and like you just got to really beat it. Now my stove is already heating up, so my next step is going to make my pasta sauce. That's what I bought the tomato paste for yesterday. So I got my tomato paste. I'm gonna open it up really quickly, and you don't have to get all fancy with it. There's about 1 million ways you can make pasta sauce. But for this, I'm just gonna take the tomato paste. Gotta beat this too, apparently it doesn't want to come out. Now my version is actually really crazy simple. And since my kids don't like a lot of spices and any other sauces, it's easier for me, you know, to give them homemade sauces than instead of like store-bought pizza sauce or anything like that. But I added water to my tomato paste, not a lot, just a little bit to kind of stir it up a little bit, make it just a little thin. Now you don't want it incredibly thin, you just want it to where you can stir it up and stir up the rest of the ingredients. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm maybe gonna throw a little bit of salt in it. Not a lot, just a taste, depending on how much salt you like in it, or if you can't even have salt in it. I'm gonna just put maybe a teaspoonful. You don't need to douse it completely with it. Then I'm gonna throw in some onion salt. Get that going up in there really good. Now my secret ingredient to my pizza sauce is brown sugar. No joke. Add a little bit of brown sugar to it. Maybe about a tablespoonful of brown sugar to it. A little bit more if you like it, a little bit less if you don't. Add some brown sugar to it. Stir that up really good. If you like the combination of sweet and salty together in like a pasta dish, it goes really well. That's pretty good. Now in regular pizza sauce you'll have like oregano and maybe some thyme. Depends on, you know, where you go and how fancy you get with it. I don't use any of that at home. Kids really don't like it. So just do this as your family would like it. If they like it sweet, add more brown sugar. If they like it salty, a little more salt. If you like the onions, add more onions in it, or the garlic. Throw some garlic in there too. It just depends on your preference. There's really no wrong way to make a sauce for pizza. My kids love the sweet taste of the sauce. This is obviously going to be your next step. Mozzarella cheese or cheddar cheese. Sometimes I use cheddar cheese, sometimes I use mozzarella cheese. I thought I'd just go for the mozzarella cheese this time around.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
onion slices to go on.
You could be honest to see what's behind these closed doors, but I promise you
Go ahead. Probably am not making enough, so I might have to make another one. These are really good. This is the final product. The smell throughout the house is absolutely amazing right now. That it smells like pizza, but it's got that brown sugar smell with it, and it smells so good. If you ever smelled like brown sugar baking in your oven, that's what it smells like. It smells so fantastic. My husband is going to do the honors of cutting the pizza. That is like so thick. That's thicker than I thought it would be. I forget how thick my pizzas can be sometimes. Ooh. Oh man, that smells pretty dang. Oh look how, ooh, that's like so cheesy.
And this pizza cutter is sharp.
I know. That's probably one of the sharpest blades we have in the house. And it can barely cut through.
Yes, people, I am actually holding the pan.
Yeah. Oh. Let's get like a side view of that. Look how thick that is. Can you get him?
My pizza won't get it.
There we go. I'm about to eat. It's hot, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. I wish I got that shot of the cheese coming off the pizza just now. Oh, Oh man, that is some good pizza if I do say so myself. Go ahead, get some.
Oh.
Why don't you get your daddy a plate first?
Owies!
Get your daddy a plate.